To start with, I would like to invite the dignitaries one by one who have with grace agreed to preside over today's function.
Dr. Ganesh Mohan, Superintendent of Government Medical College, Ernakulam, a leader who at the same time manages to invoke laws and listen to every part of the inputs, the face familiar to everyone in this campus. With the utmost pleasure, I would like to welcome Dr. Ganesh Mohan sir to the stage.
Dr. Manjula Vidi, HOD, Community Medicine. An excellent teacher and human being who, with her love, conquered each and every heart. We are really blessed to have you with us today, ma'am.
Dr. Fatauddin A, HOD, Department of Pulmonary Medicine. This name was heard echoing since his first day at college. Leading the Cold War as the nodal officer, he did an extraordinary job. Welcome to the gathering, sir.
Dr. K.R. Radha, Department of former HOD, Obstetrics and Gynecology. A woman with poise of grace and boldness. The department saw tremendous changes under her leadership. It's a sheer quality in education and skills which made her the favorite of all students. We are really happy having you here with us today, ma'am.
Dr. Gilles George, HOD, Department of Internal Medicine, a dedicated physician with exemplary clinical skills, who never lost his charm and youthfulness. Sir was among the first one to lend a helping hand when any extracurricular activities was happening in this campus. Welcome to the gathering, sir.
Dr. Joseph Francis, HOD, Department of Surgery, a dedicated surgeon, an expert clinician, and moreover, a passionate teacher who taught us by decoding textbooks. He has been the driving force behind the surgery department. We welcome you with so much love to this gathering, sir.
Dr. Shiji K. Jacob, HOD, Department of Pediatrics, the ever-smiling and loving HOD, the face which gave us confidence on our university exam days. Moreover, the person behind the developments that happen in the department. It was always soothing to see you in the wards, ma'am. We welcome our beloved Shiji ma'am to the stage.
Dr. Sijo Joseph, Associate Professor, Department of Orthopedics. Known for his strict delivery of patient care and is one of the best in his trade. He is a man of policies, benevolence, and friendly attitude, which made him one of the favorites of all students. We are really blessed to have you present, sir.
Dr. Anida Tilagan, Assistant Professor, Pulmonary Medicine. She has been one of the most supporting faculty and person close to our batch. She has been a role model in every way, be it academics or extracurricular activities. Tell her something, the solution will be in front of you within minutes. With her enthusiasm, charm, and great leadership qualities, she has ascended to the post of Secretary IMA Cochin Chapter. It's a pleasure to welcome you, ma'am.
To begin this auspicious occasion, may I invite the choir to invoke the Almighty. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request all of you to please stand for the invocation.
Hridaya raga tandri meeti sneha geetamegiyum karma bhoomi taliridunna
The living owe it to those who can no longer speak to tell their story for them. The campus bled black the past year in the loss of our two exemplary clinicians. They led our fight with COVID, taught us what textbooks couldn't teach, and thus is living through thousands like us. Shall we rise for a few seconds to pay homage to the departed souls, Dr. E.C. Babukuti Sir, HOD Orthopedics, and Dr. Rashmi Verma Sinha, Senior Resident OBG.
Thank you. Presence of many distinguished guests and family on this occasion is a blessing. Now I request our respected Dr. Anita ma'am to accord a ceremonial welcome to our venerated guests and all gathered here.
Good evening, one and all. Thank you for that lovable introduction about me. So, 2 years back, when I was sitting in my OP, your batch representatives came and asked me, Madam, we are going for a batch trip. Can you please accompany us? We did not get anybody else. So I thought, should I come? But then they had the feedback that I had been with the previous batch. So they badly wanted me to go with them. So I very reluctantly told yes. I got the feedback that going with the final year batch for the batch trip, it's a very tedious thing for a teacher to do. But then I thought I'll take up the challenge. But I'm very glad that I did. I enjoyed thoroughly those 6 days I spent with these young, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. And so I am here at your insistence to give the welcome speech today. A big hug to you all, guys. So let me start. Today, as I stand before you, I remember a naive, fragile, delighted yet confused girl who was stepping out of her comfort zone of the clinics of her alma mater, ready to face the harsh reality, the greatest challenge of her career, that is taking care of a patient single-handedly. Now, it was a roller coaster ride for me from then on, failing multiple times to clear the entrance examination. Amongst the many duties assigned to me as a family woman, as a teacher in GMC, and also a Verum MBBS clinician, and so on and so forth. But finally, after 7 years of my struggle, I got into my MD training. But I later on realized that wait was worth everything. I could gather all the mosses in spite of being a rolling stone, right from a Verum MBBS doctor to a PG trainee, from a teacher in the Department of Anatomy to an assistant professor in pulmonary medicine, from a tutor at Indira Gandhi Cooperative Hospital from a single room, to the medical college in the stadium, from there to the Cooperative Medical College Kochi in Kalamasheri campus, and now the Government Medical College Ernakulam. I have learned a lot of lessons through all these years being here with you all. There are many who are there from the day one of this college and remember everyone with gratitude. Thanks to my teachers and my colleagues in the Department of Anatomy and Pulmonology and all the administrators whom I came across who has taught me valuable lessons. And I learned that the experience of working with great people makes you a better person and a very good clinician. And of course, the foundation of adequate and updated knowledge has its own role to play. And now, today, after those 22 years, I am here again wearing that gown to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of a big bunch of beautiful friends, the 14th batch of GMC Ernakulam. Though the style and stardom of this occasion has changed a lot since then, the challenges that you have to clear, my dear friends, that remains the same, maybe a tad more than that in this era of litigation and assaults. I sincerely wish this day remains as the best memorable day of your life. So without wasting time, let me proceed with the responsibility of welcoming you all to this solemn function. The backbone of any medical institution or hospital is a strong administration that can sit through all the diverse situations, find a solution, and efficiently execute the plans for the smooth day-to-day functioning. Dr. Ganesh Mohan, who adorns this challenging post of medical superint, is here today to preside over this meeting. I welcome you to this gathering. A motherly figure, very prompt in updating herself, and disciplined, and having great concern for her fellow doctors and staff. Manjula Madam has so many adjectives to her credit. A renowned professor and HOD, yet humble and down to earth. Madam is there to help you anytime and anywhere. It's my proud privilege to welcome you, Madam, to this occasion. The COVID-19 pandemic, though dreaded claiming millions of lives, including our late Babukutti sir, has taught us to look at life with a different perspective. These years through the pandemic has highlighted the importance of truthful research activities, self-learning, repeatedly correcting our mistakes and blunders to effectively avoid and tackling a life-threatening situation. A man of scientific temper, our Vice Principal, Professor and HOD of Pulmonary Medicine, and my PG teacher, Dr. Fatauddin sir, has proved his mettle being the nodal officer for COVID control in the district, the state, and world over. You guys can be proud that you are going to receive the Hippocrates Oath from such a brilliant academician. I welcome you, sir, to this gathering. Raising your voice for the sake of improvement and upliftment of the department. This is a trait that is unfortunately lacking these days. Radha Madam is an exception, and I take this opportunity to announce that I am a big fan of that bold attitude of yours. Her concern for her co-workers and her students equally was very evident in each and every meeting she had attended in GMC. I welcome you happily, Madam, to this meeting. A pleasant figure in all occasions, involved in all activities of the students. Dr. Giles George, HOD Medicine, is an inevitable part of any function here that occurs at GMC. Though minor health ailments have kept him at bay for a few days. I welcome you, sir, back to GMC and to this gathering. Authoritative, yet very sweet. Joseph Francis, sir, is more like a friend than an HOD to all in his department, including the interns. The ease with which he tackles a tricky situation is something that you all need to learn from. I welcome you, sir, today, hoping that you have got enough voice rest to address this gathering today. A very soft-spoken, yet very, very stern HOD, Shiji Madam. One of the heads of the best departments of Government Medical College, Ernakulam. I acknowledge on this occasion the efforts you have put in to elevate your department to such heights. Welcome, Madam. The young, vibrant, always ready to help Dr. Sijo Joseph. He's an excellent clinician by all means. Extensively sought after, Dr. Sijo was once the backbone of Department of Orthopedics when it was grossly understaffed. Kudos to your efforts, Dr. Sijo. Welcome today to this graduation ceremony. Now to all the faculty of the dais. Dear friends, please remember that all these faculty have played a very important part, small and big, in shaping you young doctors as you are now. I welcome each and every one of faculty of GMC Ernakulam to this solemn occasion today. I would also like to welcome all the non-teaching faculty of GMC Ernakulam to this graduation ceremony. Welcome you all. Now the proud parents who are here, to witness their lovely children growing up to become bright graduates, your efforts and the tempest that you have sailed through to safely reach your wards to this shore can never be forgotten. My young friends will always be indebted to you for the same. I proudly welcome you all on my personal behalf and on behalf of GMC for this grand occasion of your children. No activity in this medical college can be successful without the active participation of the juniors. And Government Medical College Ernakulam is very well known for this fact. I welcome all the undergraduates who are here to sincerely help their seniors and eagerly awaiting their turn in the coming years. Friends and relatives make a good support system in time of our hardships. I acknowledge the presence of all the friends and family of these young graduates and welcome all to this function. There might be a few of my friends who do not have their loved ones here today to witness this grand day, maybe due to various reasons. Be assured that you are always there in their hearts and they will definitely be feeling proud of you wherever they are. I welcome every one of them. So finally, dear friends, ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, but attitude determines how well you do it. So dear friends, refresh your knowledge regularly to make you capable, stay self-motivated to excel yourself, to execute your activities through your abilities. Have a relaxed yet positive attitude with which you can catch hold of your bestest dreams. In the end, 3 small pieces of advice from my side. It's strictly personal. Always be truthful, come what may. A simple lie of yours could cost a life, a dream, or a career of someone else. So, please be truthful and keep away from people who behave unethically. This is to all my girls. I love my girls a little bit more. So, you have faced all these hardships of learning MBBS and coming to the graduation ceremony. Why? To earn a successful career. So go ahead and establish yourself. I repeat, establish yourself before you take up the responsibility of your future family life. Be economically stable and independent so that you can take bold decisions in future. You and your career are equally important as your partner. So do not forget that. Be bold and be brave. Now to my boys. Respect your partners. share the burden, and build up a beautiful family life together. All your friends, medicos and non-medicos, they may not be as successful as you. Never look down upon them. Everyone has their own role to play in the society. So, respect them as they are and maintain a healthy relationship and friendship with all your friends. And last but not the least, that's the most important thing that I have to say. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This holds good to doctors also. So we are in the most demanding and challenging profession. We need to take care of our own health to be able to take care of our family and our patients. So chill out. Relax whenever you get time. Keep your hobbies on or develop new interest. Work out daily and be physically active. So get ready, my dear friends of my beloved 14th batch. Continue this wonderful journey of yours through this graduation day and make all we teachers proud of you. Love you all, hugs to you, and thank you. Welcome you all once again. ഇന്നിവിടെ ഗ്രാജുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന എല്ലാ ഗ്രാജുവേറ്റ്സിൻ്റെയും ഫ്രണ്ട്സും ഫാമിലിയും ഇവിടെ വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് മറ്റെല്ലാ അതിഥികൾക്കും എൻ്റെ ഹാർദവമായ സ്വാഗതം. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, may I humbly invite Dr. Ganesh Mohan Sir, Superintendent GMC Ernakulam, to deliver the presidential address.
Another madam, ellam parnille. Respected Manjula madam, most respected Radha madam, my dear students, their dear parents, and my fellow doctors. I'm a little embarrassed because I'm not a proficient public speaker. But this is the second convocation, back-to-back convocation in this convocation season, which I am asked to deliver an address. The 14th batch, listen carefully, the 14th batch is by far the most fantastic and the most resilient batch that has ever come out of GMC Ernakulam. You know, due to obvious reasons. You have been through a lot of hardships, which no other batch anywhere in the state or in the history of medical education had to endure. You virtually had to go to 3 medical colleges to complete your extended house urgency. It was tough, but I'm sure that it has been a great learning experience for you. Am I right? That's what I said before you lead to those places. But I feel that the college, sadly, has not so far properly said you guys a thank you and acknowledged the hardships that you went through for the college, the city of Cochin, and the state. So now, on behalf of GMC Ernakulam Hospital, I humbly request all faculties here to stand up for a moment, and the parents too, and give a loud applause for the convocating 14th batch for their sacrifices and hardships during the corona pandemic. So we have now said a big thank you to you. ഇനി കുറച്ച് മൻ കി ബാത്ത് ആകാം. കോൺവക്കേഷൻ ചടങ്ങാണ് ഒരു മെഡിക്കൽ വിദ്യാർത്ഥി അവരുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ, എൻ്റെ അഭിപ്രായമാണ്, ഇരിക്കേണ്ടി വരുന്ന ഏറ്റവും ദൈർഘ്യമുള്ളതും ഏറ്റവും ബോറനുമായ ചടങ്ങ്. ഉപദേശങ്ങളുടെ പെരുമഴയാണ് വരാൻ പോകുന്നതും വന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നതും വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞതും. എൻ്റെ കോൺവക്കേഷൻ ചടങ്ങിനിടയിൽ ഞാൻ ഉറങ്ങിപ്പോയി, ടു ബി വെരി ഫ്രാങ്ക്. ഉപദേശം കേട്ട് ഞാൻ ഉറങ്ങിപ്പോയി. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഈ ഉപദേശിക്കൽ പ്രസ്ഥാനത്തിനോട് എനിക്ക് വലിയ മമതയൊന്നുമില്ല. എന്നാലും കുറച്ച് യാഥാർത്ഥ്യങ്ങൾ പറയാതെ നിങ്ങളെ വിടുന്നത് ശരിയല്ലല്ലോ എന്നുള്ളത് കൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ പറയാം. ദൈവീകമായ ജോലിയൊക്കെ തന്നെയാണ്, സമ്മതിച്ച്. പക്ഷേ നമ്മളാരും ദൈവങ്ങളല്ല എന്ന് നാം ആദ്യം സ്വയം മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. നാം സ്വയമോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സമൂഹം അറിയാതെയോ നമുക്ക് ഒരു സ്ഥാനം തരുമ്പോഴാണ് നമുക്ക് അടി കിട്ടുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ വി ആർ നോട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും ദൈവങ്ങളാണ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ന തെറ്റിദ്ധാരണ നമുക്കുണ്ടാകല്. നമ്മളുടെ കാല് നിലത്ത് തന്നെ ഉറപ്പിച്ചു വയ്ക്കുക. രണ്ടാമത്തെ കാര്യം, നമ്മളുടെ ഭാഷ ശരിയായിരിക്കണം. യു കീപ്പ് ഇറ്റ് ഇൻ മൈൻഡ്. നമ്മൾ പരസ്പരം സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അല്പം ഇംഗ്ലീഷും ഒക്കെ ആകാം, പക്ഷേ സാധാരണ ജനങ്ങളോട് സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മളുടെ മദർ ടങ്ങിൽ സംസാരിക്കാൻ നോക്കുക. അവരുടെ മുന്നിൽ വെച്ച് ഈ ആംഗ്ലേയ ഭാഷ എടുത്ത് അമ്മാനമാടുമ്പോഴാണ് അവർക്ക് എടപ്പോ നമ്മളെയൊക്കെ എടുത്തൊന്ന് അമ്മാനമാടണമെന്ന് തോന്നിപ്പോകുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് അവരോട് സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അനുകമ്പയോടെ സംസാരിക്കുക, അവരുടെ ഭാഷയിൽ സംസാരിക്കുക. ചിലപ്പോൾ അവർ പറയുന്നതിൽ ഒത്തിരി പെശകൾ ഉണ്ടാവാം. നമ്മളുടെ എഡ്യൂക്കേറ്റഡ് ബ്രെയിനിന് തമാശയെന്നോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അസംബന്ധമെന്നോ തോന്നുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളായിരിക്കാം അവർ പറയുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ അതൊരു ചിരിയോടെ കേട്ട് ഓക്കെ പരിഹാരമുണ്ടാക്കാം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് നിങ്ങൾ പോയാൽ അടി കൊള്ളാതെ രക്ഷപ്പെടാം. ഓർത്തു വെച്ചാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കൊള്ളാം. മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഒരു കാര്യം, അത് യു ടേക്ക് ഇറ്റ് യുവർ ഹാർട്ട്. ഐ ഡോണ്ട് നോ ഹൗ മെനി ഓഫ് വിൽ യു ബി ഏബിൾ ടു ഫോളോ ദാറ്റ്. നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും ആരുടെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്നും കമ്മീഷൻ വാങ്ങരുത്. ദർ ഈസ് നത്തിങ് നോൺ ആസ് എ ഫ്രീ ലഞ്ച്. ഫ്രീ ലഞ്ച് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു സാധനം ഈ ലോകത്തില്ല. ആരെങ്കിലും നമുക്കൊരു സർബത്ത് വാങ്ങിച്ച് തരുന്നെങ്കിലും അവൻ്റെ ഒരു ഉദ്ദേശം ഉണ്ടാവും. അതുകൊണ്ട് വളരെയധികം ഈ കമ്മീഷൻ ഏർപ്പാടൊക്കെ ഈസി ആയിട്ട് നടക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷനിലേക്കാണ് നിങ്ങൾ ഇറങ്ങുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ ഒരിക്കലും നമ്മുടെ മനസാക്ഷിയോ നമ്മളുടെ ആത്മാവിനെയോ പൈസയ്ക്ക് മുന്നിൽ പണയം വെക്കരുത്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് മൈ സിൻസിയർ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് ടു യു പീപ്പിൾ. ഉപദേശിക്കരുതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഉപദേശം ഞാൻ തന്നെയാണ്. അതുപോലെ തൊഴിലില്ലായ്മ വളരെ രൂക്ഷമാണ്, മനസ്സിലായോ? നിങ്ങൾ അഭിമുഖീകരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ഏറ്റവും വലിയ വിഷയം തൊഴിലില്ലായ്മ തന്നെയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് മാഡം പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ എത്രയും വേഗം സെറ്റിലാകൂ. അത് ഞാൻ പറയാൻ വെച്ചിരുന്ന പോയിൻ്റാണ്, മാഡം അത് ആദ്യം കയറി അടിച്ച്. ഓക്കെ, എത്രയും വേഗം നിങ്ങൾ സെറ്റിലാകൂ. കരിയറിൽ സെറ്റിലായി ഒരു ജോലി വാങ്ങിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഈ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ പഠിച്ചിറങ്ങുന്ന ഏത് മെഡിക്കോയ്ക്കും മുന്നിലുള്ള വെല്ലുവിളി. തൊഴിലില്ലായ്മ അത്രയും രൂക്ഷമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നിർത്താം. ഈ കോവിഡ് വെല്ലുവിളിയുടെ പശ്ചാത്തലത്തിൽ നിങ്ങൾ PPE കിറ്റ് ധരിച്ച് ഡ്യൂട്ടി എടുത്തപ്പോൾ ഉറങ്ങാതിരുന്ന ഓരോ രാത്രിയുടെയും, നിങ്ങൾ നൽകിയ ഓരോ CPRൻ്റെയും, നിങ്ങൾ നൽകിയ ഓരോ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റിഗേഷൻ്റെയും, നിങ്ങൾ രക്ഷിച്ച ആയിരക്കണക്കിന് ജീവനുകളുടെയും, നിങ്ങളുടെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് വഴുതിപ്പോയ ജീവനുകളുടെയും പേരിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു ബിഗ് സല്യൂട്ട് തരുന്നതിനോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഐ വിഷ് യു ആൾ ദ വെരി ബെസ്റ്റ്. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you for those wise words, sir. Moving on, I take immense pleasure in requesting our revered guest, Dr. Mansula VD, HOD, Department of Community Medicine, to deliver the inaugural note and to declare the graduation function open.
Distinguished guests on the dais, dear colleagues, my dear friends and proud parents, a warm good evening to one and all. At the outset, let me congratulate all the young graduating young doctors for their academic achievement, and also join with their parents in their happiness and satisfaction. As you all know, after graduation and specialization in a particular subject, you will be part of a huge industry that is called healthcare industry, where you can be an investor, an executive, or an employee. Whatever role you assume, in that industry, your success depends on how you are delivering the services quality. So quality service is at most importance. So you can improve this quality by updating your domains in medical education. What are the 3 domains you have studied now? First one is cognitive domain. You can improve the cognitive domain by continuing your education through your teachers, through your seniors, through print and electronic media, and also by attending various medical conferences. And as doctors, you have to do certain procedures. This requires the second domain, the psychomotor. So this can be learned with your physical involvement and gain knowledge through observation and assistance of various procedures. You should not be hesitant to take the new techniques from the experienced person, irrespective of their rank. The third and final domain is the most important one, as you all know, is the affective domain, which confers empathy, sympathy, compassion, which is the need for palliative care. So, as a doctor, your primary duty is to relieve pain and suffering due to various healthcare issues. So, you should always remember, the success depends not only on you, but a lot of other factors like the facilities, infrastructure, services of nurses, other paramedical staff. So be considerate to all of them because they are all part of a team. Okay. Your knowledge cannot be assessed or your success should not be assessed as the failure of others. Avoid making unnecessary criticism regarding the management of a patient by a person, by a doctor or a hospital. So you should not be tempted to ask certain questions like, why should, to the patient or bystander, that is, why did you come, why did you go there, why didn't you come here early, like that. You all know that we are living in the era where the attack on doctors and hospital is on the rise. So you should be always, you should not be a factor, causative factor for that. So be careful. And the last one I have to advise, this is, even though Dr. Ganesh has mentioned that you are fed up with so many advices, but practice always gratitude, an attitude of gratitude, because that will give you success only. So don't complain of what you don't have. Be happy with and content with what you have, and express your gratitude to your parents, your siblings, your family members, your colleagues, your teachers, your patients, your bystanders, society, and the whole universe. That will bring definitely success. So I wish all success to this 14th batch. Thank you. And I officially declare that the graduation ceremony is inaugurated. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for those wise words. Light fades away darkness. Light symbolized knowledge and wisdom free will. To solemnize, I would like to invite all our chief guests to light the lamp.
most awaited moment. Yes, now it is time we acknowledge the tough grind for the past 5.5 years of the graduates. The fruit of hard work and discipline will finally be reaped. You will now receive your prize degree, a symbol of accomplishment. Candidates receiving the degree, please come forward as your name is called. I kindly request Dr. Manchula ma'am and Dr. Ganesh Mohan sir to hand over the degree and Hippocratic scroll to the graduates. Dr. Manchula ma'am, may kindly please hand over the certificates, and Dr. Ganesh Mohan sir may kindly please hand over the Hippocratic scroll to the graduates.
First up, Dr. Princy MP. She is the daughter of Mr. Prabhakaran MP and Mrs. Shimla TK from Kozhikode. Dr. Ashwati K, daughter of Mr. Venugopal T and Mrs. Sridevi K from Guruvayur. Dr. Sulekha S, daughter of Mr. Samudin S and Mrs. Prafida B from Kollam. Dr. Arya KT, daughter of Mr. Vijay Kumar and Mrs. Srilata from Malappuram. Dr. C.V. Ashida, daughter of Mr. C. Velayudan and Mrs. Asha Kumari from Thrissur. Dr. Anshina S.S., daughter of Mr. Shivanandan T.T. and Mrs. Sushila K.M. from Kozhikode. Dr. Anju V.T., daughter of Mr. V.K. Tangapan and Mrs. Susan T.V. from Aluva. Dr. Arya T.R., daughter of Mr. Tulasidaran and Mrs. Ramani R. from Thiruvananthapuram. Dr. Tirtha AP, daughter of Mr. Pradeep Kumar N and Mrs. Ajita Kumari KR from Kollam. Dr. Anjita P, daughter of Mr. Pradeep Kumar P and Mrs. Ambali S from Pathanamthitta.
Now I request Dr. Manjula ma'am to shift to distribution of the scroll and Dr. Ganesh Mohan sir to hand over the certificates.
Dr. Angida MR, daughter of Mr. Ravi Kumar and Mrs. Pramila from Palakkad. Dr. Risha Lulu K, daughter of Mr. Usman K and Mrs. Asmabi VP from Malappuram. Dr. Amrita TS, daughter of Mr. T.A. Sugumaran and Mrs. Sheila KK from Chalakudi. Dr. Amina Rajan, daughter of Dr. Rajan KS and Mrs. Bindu S from Chenganur. Dr. Anju J. Ajain, daughter of Mr. K.B. Ajay Kumar and Mrs. Jalaja from Kotarakara. Dr. Smriti G, daughter of Mr. Girish KB and Dr. Sunita CV from Thrissur. Dr. Gogul Das, son of Mr. Dasan and Mrs. Parvati from Kozhikode. Dr. Pooja MC, daughter of Mr. M.M. Chandamarakshan and Mrs. K.K. Vijay Kumari from Palakkad. Dr. Anagha V. Nair, daughter of Mr. Vishwanathan Nair NR and Mrs. Usha ES from Kudamalur. Dr. Amrita P., daughter of Mr. Vijayan K. and Mrs. Prabha P. from Payyanur.
Thank you, dignitaries. Now I invite Dr. Fatahuddin sir to hand over the degree and Dr. Shiji ma'am to hand over the Hippocratic Oath to the graduates. Thank you.
Dr. Fida Nasser, daughter of Mr. N.K. Abdul Nasser and Mrs. Munira Nasser from Talasheri. Dr. Khushbu Meena, daughter of Mr. Vikram Prasad Meena and Mrs. Surgyan Devi from Rajasthan. Dr. Ayana Balakrishnan KP, daughter of Mr. Balakrishnan KP and Mrs. Bindu CT from Malappuram. Dr. Archana S., daughter of Mr. Sudarshanan BK and Mrs. Anita from Mambaram. Dr. Anupama Vinod, daughter of Mr. Vinod S. and Mrs. Sumam R. from Kollam. Dr. Fasila K., daughter of Mr. Alavi Haji K. and Mrs. Mahrunisa K. from Manjeri. Dr. Anchita Prakash, daughter of Mr. T.P. Prakashan and Mrs. Sridevi P.P. from Cherthala. Dr. Hiba P.K., daughter of Mr. Abdul Majid P.K. and Mrs. Ramla P.K. from Patambi. Dr. Sonita E.S., daughter of Mr. Sajeevan E.B. and Mrs. Sunita A.S. from Kodungalur. Dr. C.J. Nirmal, son of Mr. Jawahar C.V. and Mrs. Anita P.M. from Ernakulam.
Now I request Dr. Shiji ma'am to shift to the distribution of the scroll and Dr. Fatahuddin sir to hand over the certificates.
Dr. Yasin Jawahar, son of Mr. Y. Jawahar and Mrs. Shaila A. from Kozhikode. Dr. Arun P. Vijayan, son of Mr. P. Vijayan and Mrs. S. Lalitambika from Thiruvananthapuram. Dr. Narmada UT, daughter of Mr. Surendran UT and Mrs. Balamani P. from Manjeri. Dr. Arya K. Vasu, daughter of Mr. K. M. Vasu and Mrs. Suja Vasu from Muvattupuzha. Dr. Shweta K.R., daughter of Mr. Radhakrishnan K.R. and Mrs. Prabhavati L. from Triprayar. Dr. Shanti Krishna K., daughter of Mr. Krishnan Kuti C. and Mrs. Kunyumol K. from Alappuzha. Dr. Basimat Tasneem, daughter of Mr. A.K. Supi and Mrs. Suleika from Vadagara. Dr. Jinsa Raj P., daughter of Mr. Baburajan P. and Mrs. Valsala A.V. from Vadagara. Dr. Jyoti Raj, daughter of Mr. Rajendran and Mrs. Gigi Raj from Pathanamthitta. Dr. Nivya James, daughter of Mr. Jose James and Mrs. Jessie George from Etumanur.
Thank you, dignitaries. I now request Dr. Jill sir to hand over the degree and Dr. Joseph Francis sir to hand over the Hippocratic scroll to the graduates.
Dr. Gopika S. Menon, daughter of Mr. Shankarankuti MP and Mrs. Geeta K. from Thrissur. Dr. Nisi S.N., daughter of Mr. Nazruddin M. and Mrs. Shanuja K.S. from Thiruvananthapuram. Dr. Fabina E., daughter of Mr. Siddiq E. and Mrs. Fatima A. from Malappuram. Dr. Ashna Shahjahan, daughter of Mr. Shahjahan PA and Mrs. Seenat NH from Alua.
Dr. Nitya Jyoti Kumar, daughter of Mr. Jyoti Kumar and Mrs. Vijaya Kumari from Kollam. Dr. Naushik K., son of Mr. Majid K. and Mrs. Aishakuti PV from Kozhikode. Dr. Adriga VP, daughter of Mr. Velayudan T. and Mrs. KP Baby from Kozhikode. Dr. Sri Lakshmi S., daughter of Mr. Santosh Kumar K. and Mrs. Sindhulekha KB from Thiruvananthapuram. Dr. Parthan BK, son of Advocate Kovilur Babu and Advocate P. Kala from Thiruvananthapuram.
Now may I request Dr. Joseph sir to take over the certificates and Dr. Jill sir to hand out the scrolls.
Dr. Anupa Mary Johnson, daughter of Mr. E.S. Johnson and Mrs. Mary George from Idukki. Dr. Anis VP, son of Mr. Ashraf VP and Mrs. Sukha B from Mambad. Dr. Sri Lakshmi T.A., daughter of late Mr. T.C. Ambudas and Mrs. Reti A.K. from Vaikam. Dr. Ajina J., daughter of Mr. Jaharuddin K.S. and Mrs. Nadira Jahar from Alapura. Dr. Shruti Anil Kumar, daughter of Mr. Anil Kumar D. and Mrs. Sharmila Anil from Kannur. Liana, daughter of Dr. Jamal and Mrs. Rasina from Perindalmanna. Dr. Atul Raj R, son of Mr. N. Rajendran and Mrs. Shaima G from Kollam. Dr. Arya Saj, daughter of Mr. Sajeev S. and Mrs. Sheila Sajeev from Varkala. Dr. Shruti R.K., daughter of Mr. Muralidharan R.K. and Mrs. Prasida A. from Malappuram. Dr. Kirti S., daughter of Mr. C. Badran and Mrs. Sumana from Kollam. Dr. Sajir PC, son of Mr. Sainuddin PC and Mrs. Safia from Kozhikode.
Thank you, dignitaries. Now I welcome Dr. Radha Madam to hand over the certificates and Dr. Sijo Sir to distribute the Hippocratic Oath.
Dr. Kalyani Prakash, daughter of Mr. Prakash Madhavan and Mrs. Chippi Chandran from Kollam. Dr. Shamim KP, son of Mr. Majid T and Mrs. Katicha KP from Iriti. Dr. Ani Siti, son of Mr. Koeti and Mrs. Habita MP from Kozhikode. Dr. Arun VG, son of Mr. V. Vijayan and Mrs. Girija ML from Srikaryam. Dr. Adsel VP, son of Mr. Ahmed and Mrs. Serena from Vadagara. Dr. Adil Muhammad PA, son of Mr. Abdul Majid PA and Mrs. Shakila Majid from Kodungalur. Dr. Sadra T.S., daughter of Mr. T.M. Sadish and Mrs. Rajni Sadish from Thrissur. Dr. Ashmir Shah E., son of Mr. Hamza E. and Mrs. Rasia Casey from Calicut. Dr. Nesreen M.A., daughter of Mr. Abdul Nazar and Mrs. Bimi K.M. from Perumbau. Dr. Sharad Krishnan S., son of Mr. Saji B. and Mrs. Reshmi K.S. from Thiruvananthapuram. Dr. Abhay Pradeep Kumar Nair, son of Mr. Pradeep Kumar and Mrs. Sati P. Kumar from Bangalore. Dr. Muhammad Naisam T.K., son of Mr. Kunyu Moidu and Mrs. Abida Noor Jahan from Vadagara. Dr. Sujit A.J., son of Mr. Janathanan A.S. and Mrs. Honnamma U. from Kasargod. Dr. Amin Rafiq, son of Mr. Muhammad Rafiq and Mrs. Sajida Rafiq from Kanirapalli. Dr. Karthik K.M., son of Mr. K.P. Manikumar and Mrs. Lekha S. from Alappuzha. Dr. Jay Ganesh S., son of Mr. Shankara Kumar P. and Mrs. Geeta S.S. from Ottapalam.
Thank you, Sijo sir. Now I request Dr. Anita madam to come forward and give away the scrolls. Radha ma'am, you have not done with distributing the certificates. Radha ma'am, may please distribute the certificates and Anita ma'am with the scrolls.
Dr. Surya Prakash, son of Mr. Giriraj Prasad Meena and Mrs. Rekha Meena from Kota, Rajasthan. Dr. Isaac Das, son of Mr. Eshudas VL and Mrs. Eliama Eshudas from Alappuzha. Dr. Adil Mubarak A, son of Mr. Abdul Salim A and Mrs. Shamla Begum H from Kollam. Dr. Hafizul Ahad K, son of Mr. Mahmood Nahar K and Mrs. Fatima B. M from Malappuram. Dr. Akshay Jerome, son of Mr. Jerome G and Mrs. Rita Jerome from Kollam. Dr. Sibi Manuel Jose, son of Mr. Prasad Jose and Mrs. T.M. Gracie from Jaipur. Dr. Ashish Pavitran, son of Mr. P.V. Pavitran and Mrs. Usha Devi from Kannur. Dr. Nisa Nasir K, son of Mr. Nasir KK and Mrs. Jasmine Nasir from Tripura. Dr. Harikrishnan P.U., son of Mr. P.K. Unnikrishnan and Mrs. K.P. Krishnaveni from Thrissur. Dr. Adarsh Lakshman, son of Mr. K. Lakshmanan and Mrs. Savita N. from Pariyaram. Dr. Sifin Siddiq, son of Mr. Siddiq K.M. and Mrs. Fasila P.M. from Chalakudi. Dr. Kiran K, son of Mr. R. Kaladharan and Mrs. Ambika Kumari from Kollam. RS. Daughter of Mr. Krishnan Ravindran and Mrs. Sugata Kumari from Thiruvananthapuram.
Thank you, dignitaries. You may kindly be seated.